Hello everyone, I'm Wendell Jones and welcome to this edition of our program. And on our program today we are going to be speaking with a young Bahamian entertainer, and as you know, this is our regular program with our good friend, and she is my co-host for this particular program, Bianca Nygard. Bianca, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good to see you. And you've had some interesting interviews, I understand. You spoke with the great Peanuts Taylor, the legend. And recently on our program, Bahamian Trae came here, and he is a young entertainer. And he wanted to see Peanuts Taylor because he was very fond of the entertainment, of Bahamian entertainment in the 50s, 60s, and even before. And so he got his opportunity to meet Peanuts Taylor. And Bahamian Trae is with us again today. How are you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Good to see you again, too.
Bianca gave you your wish.
Yes, she did. I was so appreciative for it because it was such an amazing experience. It was more than I would have even imagined it to be.
You know, she took you out of the studio to meet.
Yeah, we went right at his home.
Yes.
We had some great cookies from Miss Linda, and we enjoyed our time there. I really believe he enjoyed it as well too.
Tell us why. Just because we might have some people who didn't see your last show with us.
Yes, sir.
Why you really wanted to see Peanuts?
I really wanted to see him because from what I found out is that he was Mr. George Simonet's drummer. So to know that not only he was his drummer, but he worked with a lot of the people around that time, and the people that we mentioned, like, you know, Eloise Lewis and a lot of the other older artists in the Goombay genre, I wanted to know and hear what he had to say about, you know, that era and, you know, being around those artists and what is the work that they've done and, you know, how they just represented the culture and everything. I just wanted to know everything that he had to say about being there at that time, because, you know, we don't have much people who's, you know, been there, seen it, done it, and, you know, represented it. So I was definitely interested in speaking with him, and I got that opportunity, and I'm so appreciative for that opportunity.
Yes, it was such an inspirational afternoon. It just gave me chills, actually, the way that Bahamian Trae gets so excited. You see a light in his eyes when he's speaking about it. So when he was on the show the last time, and he expressed that interest and said, if there's anyone in the world that I would like to sit down and talk to, my dream would be to meet Mr. Peanuts Taylor and talk to him for forever. And when we went that afternoon, really, Trae didn't want to leave. He really wanted to talk to him forever.
Honestly, because there's so much you can ask, because he has a very, very full career. He did so much, and, you know, I feel like people should know that, and he even taught me more, you know, and just the wisdom that he gave as well, and just everything. It was really, just like she said, really inspiring. I just, like I said, I'm so grateful for it. Thinking about it has me smiling again, because there's nothing that can match that to me. You know, that experience. You can't pay for something like that. That's something that you know, have to cherish and just keep near and dear to your heart. It's just so awesome to get that kind of chance.
And there are some other entertainers you would like to meet, eh?
Definitely.
Like who?
Next we need to go to see Mr. Chippy. Mr. Chippy.
Chippy Chipper.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir. We need to go see him, and we got a full well list.
Okay.
A full well list.
Okay. And explain again the kind of music that you now your genre of music.
My genre of music, like I explained last time, was, you know, it's all different genres I would step into. I represent the Bahamian sound, and I represent the Bahamian dialect, so I would put that onto a rap track or a rake and scrape or R&B, but ultimately you can say that I am just the Bahamian sound. You know what I mean? So you'll definitely hear it anywhere. I just released a track called Stress Free, produced by D-Mac. That is infused with junk canoe and rake and scrape. So that's a rake and scrape track, and I just did a dancehall kind of track too called Motion, produced by DJ merch out of Italy. It just released a few days ago, like I told you about the track, and I'm definitely gonna be in all types of different genres. And as I said, the project that I'm going to put together with an array of songs, I'm gonna put together a project, an album, and I'm gonna get to really organically put something together, the sound that I'm really looking for.
Yes.
Well, they were talking about, you were talking with Peanuts about it would go to all different types of people, and then it went all the way back to jazz, you know?
Yes.
And they're talking about how you get these sounds and who you learn from, and that you really have to expand and learn from everybody to be the best and be able to play like Chippy. I mean, they play like Chippy and play like Peanuts.
Yeah, because they got their influence. He was explaining to me like they got their influences from just almost, you could say, each other, because he told me that there was no entertainment before them, you know, before they started with the gourmet music. So they just got that inspiration from each other, from just those little small elements in those different genres, I guess, for what they heard from abroad. Because like I said, you know, last time, you could hear the simple big bass guitar and the piano, and even in some songs you could hear where it's a jazz influence in it, and you know, because that's from that time, that was the sound of that time. So they brought that Caribbean feel to it with the different elements that they wanted to add, like the maracas and stuff like that. And then, you know,
did he explain to you what is gombe?
if he explained, no, he did.
Okay.
Did he?
No,
Okay.
we didn't get to that.
What is your conception of gombe?
My conception of gombe, from what I listened to from a bunch of different songs I heard from what was explained to be the gombe genre, it is our Bahamian dance music, the music that, you know, you would listen to and has the Bahamian elements that you dance to, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the different songs jump in the line, and you know what I mean? These songs were songs that brought out the culture, because as we spoke to him, he told us that, you know, back then the Minister of Tourism, Sir Stafford Sands, he used the entertainers to go abroad and bring back some of the, you know, people to come to build up to tourism.
Yes.
He used the artists and he used them in their music to, you know, and the artists portrayed that and trying to get people to come back to the Bahamas in their music. So, you know, they represented and told us about the culture in the music. And back then it was about fire dancing and limbo and all of that, and you would hear about these stuff in the music and dancing and, you know, the fun and island, everything about the Bahamas, you would hear this in the gourmet music, but you could dance to it. So I would define gourmet music to be our genre for the dance music. It's a fun, happy genre.
You explained it well. We're going to take an early break, right? And when we return, we're going to get the interview in with Peanuts Taylor.
Yes.
So let's take this early break here on our program, and we'll return with Bahamian Trae in a short while.